I want you to try something right now. And I'm warning you up front, most people fail this on their very first attempt. I'm going to show you a word on screen. Your only job is to say the color of the ink out loud. Not the word you're reading. The color you're actually seeing. Sounds easy? Let's find out. Here we go. Red, written in blue ink. Green, written in orange ink. Yellow, written in purple ink. Blue, written in green ink. How did that feel? Slow? Clunky? Like your brain was physically fighting itself? That's because it was. And here's the wild part, you just used more brainpower in those 4 words than you probably have in the last hour. What you just experienced has a name, the Stroop effect. Here's what's actually happening. Your brain reads words automatically, faster than it processes color. So when the word says red but the ink is blue, 2 parts of your brain fire conflicting signals at the exact same time. And your prefrontal cortex, your decision-making headquarters, has to jump in, pump the brakes, and force a choice. That is your executive function getting a genuine workout. Practice this daily and you're training your brain's ability to override automatic responses, filter out distractions, and stay consciously in control. Exercise 2 is going to feel ridiculous. Write your name with your non-dominant hand. And write your name with the hand you never use. It's going to look terrible. Like a kindergartner who just discovered pens exist. And that feeling of awkward, clumsy, uncomfortable effort? That is neurological growth happening in real time. Your dominant hand has a full highway in your brain, fast, wide, automatic. Every time you force yourself to use it, you're paving that path into something stronger. And because your motor cortex sits directly next to the regions for language, creativity, and problem solving, strengthening one side lights up the entire neighborhood. Leonardo da Vinci wrote with both hands. Nikola Tesla did too. Now, here's where things get ancient. And a little unexpected. Marma points. If you've never heard of them, you're not alone. Almost nobody in the Western world talks about them. But in Ayurvedic medicine, one of the oldest medical systems on the planet, Marma points are specific spots on the body where nerve clusters, blood vessels, and energy pathways intersect. Think of them as circuit breakers for your nervous system. Press the right one, and you send a direct signal straight to your brain. Skeptical? Completely fair. But here's the thing, many Marma points map almost exactly onto what Western neuroscience calls nerve ganglia and acupressure nodes. There are 107 of them in total. We're using the 3 most powerful ones for mental clarity and focus. And you can do all 3 in under 2 minutes. Marma point 1, Sthapani. Find the center point between your eyebrows. That small indent right in the middle of your forehead. Place your index finger there and apply gentle circular pressure. Soft but steady, like pressing a button you don't want to break. Do this for 30 seconds. This point sits directly over your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for focus, decision-making, and clear thinking. Stimulating it triggers a measurable drop in cortisol, your stress hormone, and a rise in alpha brainwaves. You are literally pressing a focus button on your own face. Do it now. 30 seconds. Gentle circular pressure between the brows. Feel that slight warmth? That subtle shift? That's your nervous system responding. That's real. Marma point 2, Talahridaya. Open one hand, palm facing up. Find the dead center of your palm. Now press firmly into that point with the thumb of your opposite hand. Hold for 20 seconds. Release. Repeat once more. Here's a fact that genuinely surprises most people. Your brain dedicates more processing power to your hands than to your entire torso combined. The hand is one of the most neurologically rich parts of your whole body. So when you stimulate this point, you're not just affecting your hand, you're lighting up a massive section of your brain's sensory map. After a long day of screens and decisions and mental drain, this is your reset button. Marma point 3, Murdni. Run your finger from the tip of your nose, straight up your forehead, over the top of your head. Stop at the very crown, the highest point of your skull. Now tap it gently with 2 fingers. Light, rhythmic taps. 20 taps, small pause, 20 more. This corresponds to what acupuncturists call GV20, one of the most clinically studied pressure points on the human body. Research links stimulation of this point to reduced mental fog, improved short-term memory recall, and better serotonin regulation. You're knocking on your brain's front door. And trust me, it answers. Okay. 2 more exercises. Stay with me, these are the ones that create the biggest changes. Exercise 3, Dual and Backlight. The name sounds complicated. It isn't. Here's how it works. I'll give you a sequence of numbers. Your job is to say each number out loud, but 2 steps behind where I am. So when I say the third number, you say the first. You're always holding 2 numbers in your head at once. Ready? 1, 4, 7, 2, 6, 3. How did that go? If it felt genuinely hard, perfect. That difficulty is your working memory getting a real workout. Working memory is the mental whiteboard that holds information while you actively use it. It's essential for learning, reasoning, following complex conversations, and making good decisions under pressure. And here's what the research actually shows: people who train working memory don't just get better at memory tasks. They show measurable improvements in reading comprehension, logical reasoning, and creative thinking. Train one part of the brain and you upgrade the whole operating system. Last one. Exercise 4, the cross crawl. Stand up if you can. Lift your right knee toward your chest and touch it with your left elbow. Then left knee, right elbow. Alternate. Keep going for 30 seconds. Because here's what's actually happening inside your skull. Your left brain and right brain are connected by a dense band of fibers called the corpus callosum. When you cross your body's midline, right arm to left side, left arm to right, you force both hemispheres to activate and communicate simultaneously. You're giving that bridge a workout. Stronger corpus callosum integration means sharper focus, better spatial reasoning, and, here's the part that surprises everyone, improved emotional intelligence. The ability to understand your own feelings and regulate your reactions runs directly through that same connection. 30 seconds of looking ridiculous. Genuine whole brain activation. Worth it every single time. Alright. Here's your complete toolkit. The Stroop effect, to train your brain to override autopilot and think consciously under pressure. Non-dominant handwriting, to build new neural pathways your brain didn't have yesterday. Dual and backlight, to sharpen your working memory and upgrade your reasoning. Cross crawl, to connect both sides of your brain and boost emotional clarity. Sthapani between the brows, 30 seconds to activate deep focus. Talahridaya at the center of your palm, to reset a drained, overloaded mind. Murdni at the crown of your head, to clear the fog and open up mental space. 5 minutes. That's the whole thing. Here's the truth that most people never sit with long enough to actually feel. You are not stuck with the brain you were born with. You are not locked into the version of yourself that showed up today. Your brain is not a fixed object. It is a living, responsive, constantly reshaping system, and it is waiting, literally waiting, for you to give it something worth doing. Every small challenge you throw at it is a signal. And the signal is this: I still need you. Stay sharp. Keep building. The question was never whether your brain could change. It already did. It started the moment you looked at that first colored word and felt your brain slam on the brakes. Now the only question is, are you going to keep going? If this video helped you, share it with one person whose brain deserves a workout too. Subscribe if you want more of this. And drop a comment below telling me which of these 7 tools you're trying first. I read every single one. See you in the next one.